Hello, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. I'm sorry we are late. That's on me. I got caught reading something. Um, anyways, we are here with
reading or eating.
Combination of both. Actually, I'm pulling an LBD today. 1 second. Are you coming on? I'll be honest with you. This is not on Mitch, but I usually use Mitch as my litmus measuring. And since he didn't say anything about not coming on tonight, I was just waiting for him to pop in, and that would be my telltale time that time to get your ass on. Hello, Laura. Hello, Lainey. Hello, Jeremy. Yeah, if I seem a little discombobulated, it's because did a lot of traveling first thing this morning and then grabbed a nap and kind of woke up, and I'm still trying to find my feet. Yes, I was up north had a family event this weekend, so it was pretty decent. Had some fun. Sat around a fire, burned some things, drank some booze. In fact, I still have some left in my backpack. And yeah, good times had by all. Hope you guys had a decent weekend.
Yeah,
all right.
it was pretty uneventful. Other than in the shop, I actually got some nutty Gears of War fans.
Isn't that kind of like synonymous, dude?
Oh yeah.
I mean that and Halo fans, man, holy crap!
I got one of those like a month ago. He's got like every special edition figure that ever came out from the bundle sets, and then he's got like a bunch of other stuff.
Hey,
like he was.
No, go on. Sorry, I was just saying hello to Anthony.
No, he just showed me a bunch of stuff. He was surprised that we had. There was something that we had that he didn't, but he said that it wasn't the version. It was missing something, so he didn't pick it up.
Oh. No, I just remember when Blockbuster had Halo, like the first Halo, and when Blockbuster went under, collectors wanted the Halo that was in the Blockbuster, like a little box that they put it in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's not even a collector's item. It's just from a debunked store. I like Ghostbusters, but I don't think I'd want a...
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. There's for every fandom, there's a collector who wants some niche thing that not everybody's gonna have.
I suppose. I mean, there's guys out there that have original Ecto Cooler High C boxes.
There you go.
Fluids. I say fluid because it's no longer a juice at this point. It's not even alcohol. It's probably cheese. Yeah, let's hey, if anybody can get us 2 cans of Ecto Cooler from back in the 80s, Quickdraw and I will drink each can together.
Nope.
in Quickdraw City, the shaking no means yes.
For the record, I will have 911 on speed dial because as soon as I drink it, I'm hitting send. Yeah, I need poison control. What kind of poison did you drink? That's a great question.
Yeah. That's a different way to end it early.
Yeah. Welcome to the Funko Illuminati. Today we're going to be learning about stomach pumps. First, we drink the charcoal. and now we put the tube down my throat. I'll be writing everything on this pad of paper. Ask your questions.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was Sorry, go ahead, LBD.
Nah, I just took a breath.
Oh. Yeah. Didn't have any pickups this weekend. Our postal service is supposed to go on strike again, so yay.
Oh, actually I did. I didn't pick up something. I ordered something.
You never order anything.
Yeah, surprised myself too. Here's the thing. There's not a lot of there's like 2 decently sized solo leveling figures, and they're not that great. They're not and I'm talking about like licensed, like because there's like 3 resins out there, and out of the 3 resins, one of them looks nice. So it's a series that's had a hard time capturing a good figure. Don't be wrong, the U2s are pretty nice, but I don't think I'm gonna like all of them. Like I don't like the girl character. I forget what her name is right now. The blonde one. I
Yeah,
don't like her YouTubes, but I like the other ones that came out. You know what I mean?
not bad.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, seems like Funko kind of hit it on the nose with the ones that they did. So I ended up picking up the chase bundles for Igris and what's his name? Oh my god, it's escaping me right now.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
The knight. No, Ingress is the knight.
No, that Igris is the knight. What's the other
Yeah.
one? Oh no, wait. So no, there's Igris and freaking and Jinwoo himself, the glow chase one, I guess.
Mm. Yeah, there was
So
a
I
really
think.
good toy show that I missed this weekend because of being where I was.
Mm.
I got one coming up next month. Father's Day.
Yay!
That makes
Where
sense.
we all share Father's Day. It's okay. So I met my cousins last night, and good old Facebook, reminds you of the fun times and all the fond memories. And I'm looking at it going, oh, that's right. It's the anniversary of my dad passing. Huh.
Mm.
But yeah, so we're gonna do a Father's Day show, right?
Well, I think the only one who's the father here right now is me.
Father's Day show.
Mm.
That's
I did it one time, and somebody was being a hater. We got cut off like 3 times. We still got like 6 hours worth of content on it.
I think
Well, I was thinking we can all bring our dads on. It'll be
I
fun.
don't know. I think Father's Day is a Saturday or something like that, or a Sunday.
I have no idea.
No.
It's been to get all native like it has been many moons.
Mm.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's a Sunday, so you can do the show
Okay.
the day after.
Uh,
A normal show.
okay, that works. Well, wait. Yeah, but you see the 21st. Yeah, but you see the next on that week, the 21st is National Indigenous Peoples Day. So maybe we can, can we do 2 shows in 1 week?
Huh. Well, they didn't mention it on my calendar. Actually,
Let me.
is the whole month is it says Pride Month is I guess is all June.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that's all greened out, and then they have like a little spot on the 15th that says Father's Day, and I'm like, oh okay. Wait,
Yeah.
the 19th. Oh,
Honestly,
the night
that
and
could have.
19th June is Juneteenth,
Yeah, I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna be in Charlotte that week.
and the 14th is Flag Day. I don't even know what the heck that is.
Well, you pick your favorite controversial flag, and you fly it, and you get a buy on it. Nobody calls you on it. Nobody says
I
anything
bet.
on it.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Go ahead, quick. Think of any inappropriate flag that you would get in trouble for. Go ahead, fly as many of them as you want.
Which one would I fly?
Well, I think you could probably do a few with just a black marker and call it a day, really. No, I actually have coming up this week. I booked a Friday off. So I think this is the first weekend I don't have any plans. So I think I'm just going to next weekend just relax. Apparently, there's a prop expo in Toronto in June. They sell movie props there. Like it's just a warehouse full of like stuff that's been filmed in Ontario and shit. So I'm thinking I don't think I'll buy anything, but I think it'd be fun to at least check it out.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, why not? Maybe I can get me a Homelander suit. Well, there's another place in Toronto right now that it's been selling a lot of stuff from the boys, like, but it's mostly just been furniture. So I mean, unless you want your place to look like Vought Tower or Huey's apartment before his girlfriend was turned into salsa.
Obliterated.
I was thinking salsa, but yeah, that works.
Turn into the red mist.
basically. There's some other stuff too because right now 2 blocks over they've been filming all weekend for something. I have no idea what it is, but the whole parking lot's full of trailers. And I'm guessing it's something with special effects because there's a bunch of makeup trailers too.
Mm.
So good weekend to do it. It's been dead quiet.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna say? God. Oh yeah. So I saw Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I've seen it too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. That so
It sucks I had to watch it on my phone.
well you could have thrown it on your computer.
No, I probably couldn't.
All right. Well,
threw it on
I
my.
can tell you
threw it
this
on my
much.
TV.
I watched it and I went, clearly this was not made for my generation because
It was not.
I was like, this movie is totally stupid, but still way better than Snow White.
okay, for the record, I guess I'm gonna have to do like an anti-top 10. Now I will rather watch Madam Web than watch Minecraft.
What about Waterworld?
Ooh. Yeah, I'd rather watch Waterworld. At least it wasn't so. Like I watched that movie and went, I learned absolutely nothing.
Well,
I didn't.
You're not a Minecraft player, so like you wouldn't really understand half the references. I'm sure.
No, I understood about 3/4 of them because I have a Minecraft account. I got into Minecraft when it first started out before they got bought out by that giant company. I like the game. I enjoy playing it. I had no issues with it. My problem was it was just Jack Black. Okay, has anybody seen the Tenacious D movie?
Mm-hmm.
His character in Tenacious D was exactly like that. Like note for note, emotion for emotion, response for response. And I understand that usually the first movie of any series, if this is going to be a series, God help us, is world building. So there's a lot of supposition, like explaining the nuances and the mechanics of the universe that the characters reside in. But his supposition was like almost fourth wall breaking. Like he literally was staring at the camera going, so this is what this is.
Yeah. You gotta think about the generation that. See, you might have played the game.
Yeah.
The generation that made the movie happen wasn't yours. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I'm aware of that, but I'm just saying I can watch things that aren't meant for me and still walk away and go, hey, that wasn't too bad. That was enjoyable. That was, I mean, most Disney movies I can sit through and watch. Most.
I fell asleep.
Very,
Well, I was
pardon?
falling asleep. I said I was
Okay.
falling asleep. I didn't fall asleep, but I was falling asleep. I watched it with the kid.
Yeah, I can watch most Disney movies and walk away and go, hey, that was pretty good. That was enjoyable. And clearly the movie wasn't made for me, but hey, it is what it is. Minecraft, man, I watched it, and when it was over, I looked up and I watched it on the way back here. So I started in Peterborough. And when I looked up, I figured I was hoping I'd be like 3/4 of the way home. I look up and I see just pulling into Scarborough, which, just to give you guys context, is like 1/4 of the way home. So I still had like another 2 hours of a train ride. And I'm going, oh God. Yeah, it was a, I can't say a bad movie, but at the same time, I can't say it was a good movie. I'd rather watch Waterworld, Madam Web, Morbius, LBD's, talent recital where he played the recorder in 5th grade. I mean, anything like that. It was just bad. It was so bad. I don't get it. I wonder where Mitch is. I wonder if he pulled a because he didn't say he wasn't going to be on or not be on. Maybe he pulled an LBD.
It said be a few minutes late.
Oh shit! I just saw it. Oh, okay, I missed that. Thank you. My apologies, sir. But yeah, what else was there? It wasn't really much, man. I mean, just a lot of traveling this weekend. A lot. I think I must have done at least 15 hours of traveling, and I don't wasn't too bad. That van though, the van that I showed you guys the pictures of, the Econoline van. Oh boy, she's a loud beast. Do you know anything about those vehicles? The engine is in the middle of in the middle of the van, so there's like a hub in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you get to have a conversation like this. Mm.
Yep.
You still there, LBD?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I was gonna say, for every moment of silence, LBD will donate $10 to a local charity.
What did Laura say?
Her mailman has had issues finding her mailbox, and she's been missing a package for 2 days. It's weird. Our mail people are so like my mail person won't climb stairs, which is ironic because they're in a building. They're delivering mail in the downtown core. Okay, fine, cool, whatever. And then one day I get a buzz and it's like, oh yeah, leave it on the stairs. And next thing you know, I get this like pounding on my door and pushing my doorbell, and I'm thinking the building's on fire. And it's this, I guess, a temp that was covering for her. And he's like, I have your package. Here you go. And, oh, okay, man. Thanks. Next time if you hear through the door, just leave it at the door. You can leave it at the door. He goes, oh, I just want to make sure you got it. Okay, great.
That's better than some of the mail people around here. They'll throw your package right on the front step, pouring down rain. No bag over it or anything. Just getting soaking wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll put it to you like this: the lady who drops my packages, she started freaking complaining because when I was doing whatnot and stuff, obviously I was sending out a lot of package, and I was like, okay, we could play this game. Then I went into the post office and I told them what happened. Like, oh, hey, what you can do is make it easier. And they gave me 3 bags, 3 mail bags. Fill it up to here, and you can as long as it's up to this point, you're fine. They really care and say nothing. Which still to this day, she's always anytime she sees anything of mine, even if it's like 2 packages, I can see her eyes roll so fast. And I told you one time she made a comment when she didn't know I was by the door, and she leaves my damn package at the edge of. You seen where I live? There is
Yeah.
there's a top part that'll cover from the rain. They'll leave it at the edge of the step where the rain will still hit it.
Yeah.
You know what you should do, LBD? Start buying blocks of tungsten and then sending them back. just random. That way you can just watch her as she's trying to pick Thor's hammer up off your front porch. You want to bend with your knees.
Yeah.
Oh God, I think that'd be a good way to end up in the hospital. But yeah, learned something really valuable over the weekend though.
What?
Composite furniture, like yard furniture, will go up very quickly.
Will go up quickly. What, like with the wind?
In a fire.
No. In other words, okay, so one of the chairs that was there was broken. So the guy who owned the place was like, "Yeah, I'm going to toss that in the fire." Well, the problem is composite furniture when it's heavy because it's meant to be solid, and so we tossed it in the fire. We're thinking because it's solid, it's going to take like a minute or two to catch. That thing went off like a rocket. Got all that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, burnt everything up. But remember that ice storm I told you we had a little while back?
No.
Okay, so here in Canada, back in March, we had a really bad ice storm, and farther up north got hit harder than we did down here. Almost everywhere we went, there were still broken trees, like on the side of the road and stuff, and piles of wood where people had, basically cut their wood and got everything together, and were waiting for someone to come out and come and collect it. Yeah, so it was wild. God. Oh, I'm tired. So, aside from me watching, I can't believe all three of us watched Minecraft though on the weekend. Usually when Sean Flicks does a release, you must have been really bored.
I watched it that night you sent it.
Yeah,
Okay.
the same thing. I watched it that same night, but that's because figured it's a Saturday or whatever. I watch it with the kid and call it a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured I'd watch it on the bus ride to kill time, and after I finished watching it, I was like, I had Spawn. Like, you guys remember the 1997 movie Spawn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another movie that has not aged well. Whew. But I enjoyed that more.
No, I still enjoy that movie. Because when that movie came out, I definitely shouldn't have been watching it. But I had a VHS that not my cousin, my uncle made for me, and we would watch that movie all the time.
My thing was the CG. I understand it was 1997, so CG was it was either really good or really janky. In the scene where he's in hell and you see all the
oh yeah
PlayStation 1 spawns.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, wait, how much money we have left? Oh, that much? Okay, get the guys that do cutscenes for PS1 games. Okay, yeah, just get them here.
You gotta think about it. That movie was so damn ambitious for its time.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying there was some of the CG. It's like the practical effects were amazing in that movie. I will give it credit. I mean, because to do Spawn and to have a suit look as real as it could be in reality, like the way they did for the time, was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they try to get into the magical things that the suit can do, like morph and fly and turn into whatever. Oh God, that is rough. That is so rough. I'd rather the camera pull away and then you hear it and then turns back and he's holding it in his hand. I would have been better with that. I mean, I think the three of us with our computers probably could have done better CG now.
Yeah.
No. Oh, come on. I believe in you, Quick. So you starting a Starstream collection now, Quick?
Who?
You. I noticed you're on Instagram and Facebook. You had all the Starstreams.
Yeah, there's blockies.
Yep.
They're pretty cool. I like them.
Yeah, I was looking at them. If it wasn't for the fact that today was a stat holiday in Canada, I literally was thinking about stopping in Toronto and looking them up because there was apparently a place in Toronto that sells them.
Oh, good, yeah.
In Chinatown.
Definitely pick some up. They're fun. They got some that actually they're called Shining or something. Mm-hmm. The little bodies have a battery in it, so if you tap it, either their chest or their eyes will glow. Oh, nice. Shit. And there's different sizes. I got the biggest size is like I want to say 5 or 6 inch tall, and then they got little smaller ones, and then they got even more smaller ones.
Speaking of blockies, hello, Mitchell. How's it going,
guys?
How's the wife and kids?
Good. I was entrenched in a campaign on Helldivers 2 with some of my buddies. I got tied up in that, and it was an intense one. We're on level 10, so it was crazy.
Let me guess, they had to carry you too?
Well, I mean, I'm only a level 41 right now. I was playing with guys at level 150. So, yes, they were definitely carrying me.
I heard the new update in that game is crazy, though. And now they even have customization on weapons, too.
Yeah, I'm trying to level up some of my weapons and stuff. I'm still trying to open up all the hellbonds and get the different weapons, different stratagems and stuff like that. Anyway, so but playing those high levels get me a lot of super credits and all that.
Oh yeah.
I definitely want to get. I want to get back into it
because I'm spending zero money on this game. Period. I'm not buying any super credits, nothing. I'm just grinding for everything that I've got so far.
Well, when you grinding with high levels, it does make it a little bit easier.
Oh yeah. I've made some good friends on there that are really high level players, and I can run around and get samples and super credits and all that stuff and let them go do the missions. So I'm kind of benefiting them in that way also.
It kind of reminds me of Dylan.
Yeah. Guy we were playing with, he would constantly just break from group and go, "Oh, there's something over here."
It's understood that's my mission is to go mine stuff while they're doing the blowing up stuff, and I'm helping support them too. But that's kind of my mission.
Yeah.
No, our deal back in the day was basically we needed to be a team because we didn't have a fourth, so our fourth was always some rando.
Yeah.
So when you have three and one runs off and there's two, gets a little hairy.
Yeah, it gets a little hairy there. But no, I mean I was starting last night. I was at level 35, and I'm at almost 42 now in just a day.
Oh, shit.
So I've been grinding hard and I've only played a couple hours today. I played some last night. You still play Pokemon Go? Huh?
You still play Pokemon Go?
Do I still play Pokemon Go?
Si, senor.
Somewhat, yeah. I still play.
So you know the incense where you can get like the legendary birds, like the special edition versions of them?
No, I haven't looked at it.
Okay, so there's a daily incense that will last for 30 minutes. And you can get a special version, a dark version of the legendary birds. So I'm in Toronto. I set it off, and one of them pops up. Now, I've only had 2 in 2 years pop up, and I've missed one. And I had a master ball. I threw it, and the game glitched and crashed. And I lost the master ball. And I lost the master ball. So I wrote technical support. They're like, "But we see you have one." I said, "No, I had 2." And they're like, "You couldn't have had 2." And I showed them, because the game keeps track of all the special events that you've done. I said, "These 2." And the person wrote back and go, "And you never used the first one?" I said, "No, everything I've ever wanted, I grind enough that I got it eventually. But these are like a one and done. You throw a ball and it doesn't stay.
You throw it. I mean, you get it, but you better be something really big."
Yeah, exactly. And the problem is with these legendary, with the incense, you only get a one shot. So you throw the ball, it doesn't go in, it poofs.
Yeah.
So I was.
So you better throw a thing that stuns it.
Well, I just threw I've been staving the master balls because that's exactly what I was going to use them for. Because I mean, almost every major raid, like legendary, has been available through raids eventually at some point. So
but no, I've been, as I said, I've been playing on that quite a bit, so it's been pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. So
yeah, it feels like a game that supports your views.
Right. Anyway. No,
let me guess. You guys are all wearing matching clothes?
No, definitely not. We're all in different armor, believe me. But they've got buffs that I don't have, and
that's another thing. There's like new armor sets, like new styles of armor that didn't exist in the game before.
Yeah.
Well, they just opened up a new war bond with all new armor and new stratagems, new primaries, new secondaries, everything, new melee weapons. It's interesting. It's like you'd have to look at it. It's really weird looking. It's not a great war bond, but visually it's different than anything else out there, but quality wise it's pretty trash.
I don't know. I'm still waiting for Borderlands 4.
Yeah.
I am down. I love Borderlands. Just not the movie. I mean, the movie. Ooh, yeah. There's another one for the top bad list. Whew, I forgot about. You know,
I
a
never
movie's so
watched
bad.
it. I haven't
Oh,
watched it yet.
I did, but a movie must be bad enough that your brain blocks it out, and it's been out for over a year.
Yeah. So what I miss? What have y'all not talked
Well,
about?
you know how Sean Flicks released the Minecraft movie on
Yeah.
Friday? Yeah, well, three out of the 4 of us watched it, and quite frankly, you are safe, sir.
Yeah, I didn't plan on watching it anyways. I've never played Minecraft, so I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, well, I watched on my ride back, and I feel I could have done something better, even though I was sitting on a train doing nothing.
Yeah. I feel you. That's kind of what I figured, but is what it is.
Did you see Thunderbolts with Alpha Beard yet?
Yeah, we went and saw it last Tuesday.
So obviously not spoiling it, but do you agree with my assessment that it could have been a Disney Plus, like 8-part show, 8-part series, and it would have been just as good and fine? Like it was nothing special.
Yeah, it wasn't anything special. I didn't dislike it, but I didn't like. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I wasn't walking out going, my life has changed. I'm dedicating my life to this now. No, it was
nothing like that. I was wanting it to be really good, and it was just kind of okay.
Again, it could have been an 8-part series on Disney Plus, and it would have been just. And I'm almost willing to bet they'd probably make more money on it.
Who knows?
Yeah,
but yeah, I actually picked up something. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy expensive, but something that I wanted for my collection.
Holy Grail?
No. It's a new thing, but it just came in yesterday. So,
hey Johnny,
it goes with the set that's literally right there, right over there. If I can get my arm over there.
Thundercats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is it?
Oh, okay. So, we're just leaving me small. That's fine.
Oh, sorry.
I got Wally Kit and Wally Cat.
Nice.
I've been asking for that. I've been asking for that 2-pack forever since I started collecting Thundercats. I was like, why?
I remember you mentioning it before.
2-pack?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've mentioned it lots of times.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna do the season 2 characters? No, Johnny, I'm not going to Anime North.
I don't know.
I'm currently saving money because I'll be seeing Andrew at the end of September, so I kind of need that coin. Because I'll be going to a strange lands with strange people. Must learn their customs and ways.
Yeah, and that's probably the only one of those that I'm going to get from that new wave. I really don't care about any of the other ones.
Oh, that just came out? That's not old?
Yeah, the new wave's out. You can get it on Funko Shop, Amazon, everywhere. It's got the.
I thought they were done with Thundercats. They did them all.
No. They did.
So they never did them too.
No, the new wave had those two. It had Lion-O and the lair. And that was like a moment.
Oh, okay.
And then they had Panthro and his armored vehicle thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that now. They did.
They had a Mumra, like a mummy looking Mumra.
You have all the old ones?
Well, there's the back. You can see a couple of them. There's that Mumra. And then they've got that new Mumra coming out that's like a black light that's, a limited piece. It's so expensive and you have to use your points and stuff on Funko Shop to get it, which I'm just like.
But do you have all that stuff? All the original ones?
I've got all of them except the Glow Mumra. I've got the Flocked Lion-O and all the commons from that line, which are not really common anymore. They're super expensive. But I was able to procure the Flocked Lion-O in a trade with God, who did I trade with? Hey LB, who was God? The guy that was buddies with Fox, and he did a lot of breaks and stuff, also card breaks, but he also did Funko waffles and stuff back in the
Oh,
day.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he shut down his shop. I can't remember his name.
No,
Yeah,
he didn't
he
have
had
a
like a little
shop. He did
store
have his
that
house.
Mama J had like these little cards from them too. Like she used to put in her mystery box. I forget what his name is. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was a younger guy.
Yeah,
Real nice dude. I cannot
yeah.
remember. I've got his sticker up here somewhere. I can't see half of my stickers because they're covered by stuff, but I can't remember. But yeah, I did a trade with him. He got one. He was going to waffle it, and I found out, and maybe even Fox said something to him that I was looking for it, and we were able to work out a deal on a few pops that he could do in his waffle. And
I wonder how Fox
one.
has been doing. I haven't seen him do anything in a while.
He hadn't done a whole lot with the community and stuff. I mean, I keep up with him online and stuff. He's just working a lot, and it's the Mets season is starting now, so him and his mom are going to Mets games, and he's all part of that that club that all go together to the Mets games.
Mm-hmm.
They'll travel to different cities to go to Mets games. He went to the spring practice down in Florida this year.
Yeah.
Him and his mom went down there for spring.
Yeah, I saw that. I sent him a message the other day, and he actually hit me back with something. He hit me back with something the other day too.
I still talk to him. I still message with him all the time. But yeah, no, he just hadn't done a whole lot with the, like he'll post some stuff about, cracking some packs of cards or something.
Yeah, I see him post on Instagram, but it's nothing to do with collectibles. It's the Mets stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean,
sometimes the food he gets.
Yeah, oh yeah, he still does his food posts and blogs and stuff like that all the time. I mean, he's a foodie anyways. We all know that, huh?
Fox likes the Mets since when?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, the Mets, Knicks, Rangers. Who would have known?
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine somebody being enveloped in their hometown or home state's teams at every level?
I don't know who would be like that. I mean, I don't know who.
Thank God he didn't show us the underwear.
They must be nuts.
Yeah, thank God they didn't show us their underwear this time.
Well, see what happened was
Tennessee was a little stretched out.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, but no. Yeah, I did hit some. I mean, you all don't care this much about this, but I did hit some pretty big cards and some card breaks I bought into. I bought into some real cheap breaks, like on eBay.
Yeah.
Where you buy a player. I mean, each break I spent like $8 to $12 on it, and I actually hit like a $250 card. I hit another about $300 card. And they were Vols players that I was going for, obviously, but yeah, I had some pretty good hits on that stuff. Good value out of that. I did hit that Grail on the Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Orcus, the god of chaos, man.
It was literally, it's like, I took a picture of it because I was like, what the very first card of the very first pack. I mean, you can see there's no cards opened up in the pack other than that one. It's the very first card I opened of the very first pack. It goes Grail. I was like, wow.
I don't think you deserve that card. You should give it to somebody who knows D&D.
I know, right?
We should be fair about this and figure out who here knows anything about D&D.
Hey, I helped you get your Mimic because I actually went and sold. I hit that baby head Toy Story Grail.
Yeah.
I sold that thing for like $210 on there.
Wow.
Oh.
So I had some stuff in my account. So I hit up Sean. I was like, hey, do you want me to buy that Mimic for you? Because I've got cash in my drop account. And then you can just, PayPal me the money back. Because it was only like $33, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, just send me the money. I'll send you the card. And he's like, cool. Yeah. I was like, all right.
Yeah. And now I got the card and he doesn't have the money. So this is the last show of the evening.
I know. Good for it. I don't care.
Well, Mitch, he will be in the States soon. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
gotta remember. I think it's this week.
I don't think
or
he
next
drives.
week.
I don't think he drives that far south. That far north.
I don't care. I'll have Andrew do it for me. Actually, I'll get Andrew's wife to handle you for me.
Oh, it's this week. Yeah,
That's
this
fine.
week I gotta remember on Wednesday. I got what was it? Adventure Time is going up for redemption.
Oh, okay.
Who likes Adventure Time?
Well, I had to get the elephant for my mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't know nothing about Adventure Time, so I didn't know. That's why. If I would have known, yeah.
So, the party I went to, the guy had some Funko Pops there, and he had the Big Lebowski Funko Pop, and it was just sitting in box. And I went, "I'm gonna send you a hard protector for that."
Yeah.
He's like, "Is it valuable?" Yes. Please keep it out of the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, where did you get it? He goes, "Oh, somebody went to the convention and picked it up for me and sent it." I went, "Oh, good.
Alrighty then.
If you don't want it, I'll gladly look after it for you."
The dude.
Funny part was, it was like sitting on a stack of other things, like a holy grail in a dragon's treasure trove. It's like, okay, so if I pick this up, what comes down and hits me in the head?
Well, everything.
Did you finally tell somebody else about the thing that we were talking about before?
About how Mitch wants
Being oblivious to things.
Oh, the what are we talking about? Because several things have happened. So we have the Laney.
Sean, it only applies to you, and somebody's oblivious to looking at things. I'm giving you as many
Andrew.
small clues.
I'm tired, dude. I'm running on like 4 hours sleep here. So,
Oh my God.
what?
Anyways, oblivious to looking at their collection.
Oh. Oh, Andrew?
You're an idiot.
Whatever.
You two know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. Look in the private chat.
Oh shit! Thank you. I was actually I was in the middle of texting LBD. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Jesus,
that.
son. Wow.
Yeah.
Now who's oblivious?
No,
I mean, that was like the best clue I could possibly give without going, hey, da da da.
Well, they are related, so yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm legitimately, like, I'm just running on fumes at the moment. In fact, the only reason I wanted to do tonight was because it was like, no, because I know one of you guys later will go.
I don't care if you're running on fumes. Answer the question. Yes, no.
Yeah, we talked about it last week when you weren't here. She was on the live stream.
Okay, well then you could. I wasn't here, so that I was legitimately asking because I didn't know, and I didn't want to give it away like an idiot and go, "Hey, did you?"
No. No. I even posted a video in our group chat showing.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Sorry. Yeah, it was pretty great. So we knew that she saw it beforehand, and then she came on. I wasn't on that day because I couldn't speak that. Like, I had a throat issue. So it was funny because I'm watching the stream and I could hear her, but she couldn't hear anybody else. So she's like talking to everybody and they're answering her, but she can't hear.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's
no,
funny.
there's a private video in chat that it's on my YouTube, but it's private.
I got you. I'll go check it out. I'll go find it again.
Oh,
okay. It's okay. There was I'm not gonna do it on the live stream here for obvious reasons, but there was some major news and someone wasn't aware of it and was surprised to hear about it backstage last week.
Gotcha.
So you're not the only one missing things in that chat.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, for sure. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Since when? Since like a month ago? What?
Yeah, man, it's been a little tough. Tony Alphabeard, as you all know him.
Yeah.
He lost his dog the other day.
Oh,
it passed away, and that dog was probably 16 years old, I guess. I mean, he's had him since he got him as a puppy. I remember when he got him, and that was his baby.
Oh yeah, well, 16 for certain dogs, man. That's still a long time.
It was a little Shih Tzu.
Yeah, okay,
and,
that makes sense. Yeah,
he was such a great dog. His name was Oscar, but yeah, man, it was real sad.
That is weird how the bigger the dog is, the shorter the lifespan gets.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's just harder on them.
Well, you know what's crazy though? You say that, but I think my dog outlived the Shih Tzu. Like by
Some
year.
do.
Yeah,
Some do. But your bigger dogs have a lot of other issues that they get, like the hip dysplasia.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of different things that they can, get that some of the little dogs really don't deal with as much.
Yeah. No, like their kidneys start giving out, or their ingestions, all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, I just found out with the dog that their stomach can twist, and it's like $7,000 to get it corrected.
Oh yeah, I mean, having a dog is so expensive. I mean, in some cases, it can be. Yeah. That's why they sell pet insurance, because it's like having another child, or having a child if you don't have another child. But I'm just saying, it's like having a child.
So it's okay to go up to a kid now and go, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?"
Yeah, sure. It's a kid. They don't know any better. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy, aren't you?
Go fetch.
That works too.
Yeah, I know it does, actually.
I play fetch with my niece and nephew all the time. I'm like, here, go get that. Here, go get that ball.
In your kennel.
Here's a frisbee. Go get it. Speaking of, my nephew graduates high school Thursday.
Oh, nice.
So it's crazy.
Any aspirations beyond?
Oh yeah. He's going to college. He's going to go into construction science, like engineering.
Yep, that's a good field.
Yeah, he's kind of been wanting to do that for a long time. So he's a 4.0, 10th percentile, top 10 percentile. He's been in AP classes most of his high school career. Just super smart, real good kid. He's had a job for a couple of years now. He's worked at Ace Hardware for a couple of years now and loves it. He worked for Chick-fil-A before. I think I told you all about that, but he's been with Ace for a couple of years now. Loves it.
He didn't have to interview for that job, right?
Huh?
That Chick-fil-A, he didn't have to interview. You just kind of brought him in and said, here you go.
Well, yeah. He worked at the one that we basically sold them the property. So,
yeah.
But, he had an in. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I was going to say, spin it to where he did it on his own merits, and there was nothing, there were no politics involved.
Well, he could have. He didn't need any help, but, it never hurts.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a question of will he or won't he, either way. But he's a good kid, he's a smart kid. So, yeah,
such a pretty boy, such a smart boy. Sorry,
jeez.
Heard Bare Naked Ladies this weekend. I can't get them out of my head right now.
Right.
Well, it's a Canadian thing.
They have those songs that you can't get out of your head, anyways.
Well, no, it's a Canadian thing. You get a bunch of Canadians drunk, somebody's going to play Bare Naked Ladies. It's just a question of when and how.
Right.
Or Tea Party. Speaking of which, I was actually out by Bob Cajun this weekend.
Did you all see the whole ordeal on social media about the scrappers on eBay that people were selling?
No, I'm going to be honest with you. I was kind of in a dead zone for data, so
there.
What scrappers?
Yeah, like they were selling them as protos, but
that thing.
Oh no, I did not hear about that.
Huh?
I did not hear about that. No, sorry.
Well, this one company had like 20 up there, like several bleach, several One Piece, several Wizard of Oz, different things. They had like hollow Ichigo. They had a fully holified Ichigo Chase, supposedly. Regular like Ichigo 59 from Bleach, which is like the OG one from 2016 or whatever.
I think Luau just pulled a bleach pop out of his mystery box today. I seen.
Oh, did he? I didn't watch this video today. I usually watch his videos, but I didn't see the one he pulled today. Do you remember what it was?
No, but I know it was like $200 and something though. And it was in a hard stack.
I mean, it could have been any of the originals. It would have had to have been one of the originals.
I think
those are the only ones that are worth that. Even the chases of the new lines are 40, 50, 60 bucks. I mean, it could have been a Renji.
He also pulled an Academia one too. It was I think a 2019 con exclusive one.
Out of the same box?
Yeah.
Was it a real high-end mystery box like he usually does?
Yeah, it was like 4 something.
Oh, okay.
Hey, quick, Mama J's got a question for you.
No, it wasn't. It was from Boom Loot.
Well, yeah, he does a lot of Boom Loot and Pop King Paul.
I've been trying to go back and watch his videos, his Funky Bop videos, because I swear he pulled one of those glow-in-the-dark skeleton ones. What was those? The ones that said they were being faked. I think he pulled one of those before from a Funky Bop mystery box.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what. I remember what they were talking about. I can't remember the pop that it was that they were talking about.
Treasure Island skeleton or something like that.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Well, there's a Haunted Mansion one where it was the piano player, and the one was regular, and the other one was like a blue glow.
Jolly Roger. Okay.
Yeah, Jolly Roger. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I swear, I thought I saw him pull one of those out of a Funky Bop mystery box like a while back.
Yeah, I don't think I ever bought any from them. I don't remember ever buying one from Funky Bop.
Because I never interacted with their page that often, they never really showed up on my feed too often. It wasn't
I
until...
saw them all the time. I just never bought one.
Speaking of Instagram, because of where I was, there was some... my data was not the best. Every time I would go to the edge of the property, which was closest to the highway, that's where I get a signal, because the signal is for the court, and all of a sudden my phone would just start going crazy.
All right, the bleach pop he pulled was Grimjow.
Grimjow, okay. Yeah, that's right there.
Mine is closest to the door, second shelf on the right.
It's got Renji on either side of him.
Wasn't Grimjow that one pop that like came out and then like it like the production was weird and something like that? Like it was like some kind of issue. That's why it kind of went crazy.
Oh, supposedly it's 210 on PPG.
I think so. It was something like that because it was just a common pop, like a lot of those are. You know, it was the Rukia and the Ichigo had the Hot Topic pre-release ones. Like I've got one of them. I've got I think it's my Ichigo that has the Hot Topic sticker on it, the pre-release sticker, but my Rukia doesn't. I've actually got a Ichigo that doesn't have the pre-release sticker, but it's got the Hot Topic sticker, pre-release Hot Topic sticker on the bottom of it, though. It just doesn't have the red on the actual.
I remember. I remember somebody talking about that pop, like Grimjow, how that release went down. Like there was like, it was very strange.
Yeah, because they've done 2 Grimjows.
Yeah.
Because they did this one here that's literally sitting beside me. They did a chase, like a chase, the glow-in-the-dark chase, Grimjow.
What's up, Deza?
So I got those. Hey, Daddy. But the originals, as I said, is up there. But Yeah, I mean, I've got all the. I mean, I don't have the pre-release figure of Darukia, but I have all the original wave up there, both the hollow Ichigo, you know, with the GameStop sticker, all those things.
Hey, quick draw. Did Zone ever give you those stretchy pants yet?
No.
Oh man.
Or the bicycle he keeps
There was a
promising
time
me.
in a man's life when he must wear.
Or that metallic Michelangelo he promised me too.
Wow. A long list of promises.
I know.
Let's start with the stretchy pants first and work our way.
Right.
I'd rather start with the Michelangelo.
Wow. He's like the what?
Oh God. Sucks too. I got to work 3 days and then I have 3 days off again.
I'm off today and tomorrow, and then I've got to work 6 days straight.
Oh Jesus.
Well, I'm working Memorial Day because it'll be a big sale day for us, which is next Monday. So, by the way, I probably won't be here for the live stream, but
I will start with something
it's
that's
on
on
its
your
way
way.
to you, Dan. I'll start with something.
Why do I see a vacuum bag filled with poop?
Right.
And cacti.
Yeah, I'll be off Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So, but I wanted it that way. So, because I want to be there on a day like that where I'll sell a lot.
No, dude, take the laptop and we'll do the live stream there. You could be like one of those crazy car sales guys on Memorial Weekend.
Yeah.
Come down to Brothers Bedding where Mitch is. We got soft beds, hard beds, big beds, little beds. We got beds for everybody.
Yeah, we'll do that.
If I can't sell a bed. Huh?
Do people even buy water beds anymore? No,
it's hard to find those things, man. There's so much liability with those things. They're not real good for you, anyways. But they're just with, especially like the full wave ones. Those things weighed so much you couldn't really put them upstairs. I mean, you got to think about how much. I mean, it's like putting a pool in your upstairs bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally. I mean, think about it: 8 pounds per gallon. You know, and then how many gallons does that bag of water have in it? And if that busts, yeah, you're done.
Well, every apartment I've rented within like the last 20 years, on the list of things you can have and not have, water beds were in that list.
Oh, in the top part of the list, I'm sure.
No, fish tanks actually.
Yeah. Well, that's
fish tanks, barbecues, water beds. Pardon?
Well, depending on the size of the fish tank, I'm sure. But yeah,
like
no, it's waterbed.
And let me get a shag rug on the wall.
I have a waterbed. Of course, you have a waterbed.
Well,
Daddy.
In his part of the world, it's probably necessary if the water goes out. At least that way, he's got a reserve.
Yeah, right.
I just know the big thing is memory foam. Everybody wants memory foam.
Everybody's selling memory foam. 90% of people don't want memory foam, especially if you're a big guy like us. It sleeps hotter than darn it.
I will agree with you on that because the Shasta, no, not the Shasta. One of the beds at my cousin's house has it, and the one in the basement does. And when I'm sleeping in the basement, because the basement's perpetually cool.
Yeah.
But if I sleep anywhere on the upper floors with it, you are right. Because I remember in the summertime I woke up and I thought my back was like, it's like, what the hell is this?
Oh yeah, just sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a closed cell foam. It just doesn't breathe as well. That's why it feels kind of like quicksand. It's I don't want to go too deep into it, but because it'll just bore you to tears. I could go real technical on it, but the pores in the foam are very small. That's why it has to. You're trying to force the air out of it and suck the air back into it. That's why it moves real slowly. And you make a hole, and then when you get off of it, it kind of slowly rises back up instead of just springing straight back up. But that your body emits heat every night, and you also perspire, like up to like a half a liter of perspiration in a 8-hour period. And that those two things combine, the heat that gets trapped in there, and then the humidity. It causes humidity, and you end up waking up sweaty.
Oh,
More so.
Desmond said, "Sorry, he had a water bed. I guess now it's cool."
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, actually, you're wrong, Mitch, about that. 1 out of 4 people don't sweat because their bedroom is basically subarctic.
Your body still loses water every time you sleep. You expel water. Period.
I was just thinking
thing that all humans do it.
I was thinking LBD's room in his perpetual air conditioner.
Yeah,
the hardest working machine in Jersey.
Why do you? Of course, he's going to be hot. He keeps a air conditioner on all the time, and he wears no shirt 90% of the time because he's hot natured.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I'm aware.
Yeah, so he's going to be sweatier.
I build his dream house. It's just going to be a bed and a meat freezer.
It's good to sleep in a cool environment because your body temperature has to drop like a degree for you to fall asleep. You have to expel.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying when you have an air conditioner on in the middle of one of the worst blizzards of wherever you live, I start questioning.
Teach his own.
Sell any Alaskan kings. My doctor needs one for him and his wife in Dutchtown.
I mean, we've sold one before. We've made one before, but they're just so darn big. It's next to impossible to get them into a room. I mean, they're taller than a door frame.
Why do they call it Alaskan king?
It's just a different size. There's all kinds of different sizes. There's Eastern king, which is just your standard king size. You've got California king, which is more narrow and longer by 4 inches each way. An Alaskan king, I think that's one that's like 105 by 105 or something. It's like ridiculously huge.
And then there's a Texas king. You forgot about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's lots of different. There's all kinds of different.
I saw a picture of it, and it's like you literally need a drone to put your bed sheets on.
Yeah. It's just
or a really good coordinated team of people.
108 by 108. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've made one before, but I mean, it's so rare that you sell that because it's hard to get linens and stuff for it and comforters and everything. I think needed for the dog. What? The hell?
The Alaskan king they need it for their.
Yeah, that's not a dog; it's a lion. Yeah, they have a water buffalo as their dog. I mean,
you have to call your loved one on a phone and pay long distance just to talk to them on the other side of the bed.
Well, I mean, they've got a Dachshund, obviously, is what it says, but the dog needs to sleep sideways. Even in a king size, that's plenty. Even if the dog slept sideways, I mean, you got 76 inches. You've got plenty between them.
Yeah,
a Dachshund's this big.
Yeah,
even stretched out side to side, it'd be hard to touch them in a king. But yeah, no, that's an insane size. But some people, I made a bed for a guy that was 7'4" one time, and we literally had to put this was years ago, but we literally had to put legs on the box spring and they used an open-ended frame, like what they call a Hollywood bed frame, which kind of hangs off the side. There's no footboard on it. And it hung off so far that if you didn't put legs on the box spring to give it stability at the end, you sit on the end of it would tip up. So we literally had to build legs and screw them into the bottom of the box spring so you had stability there.
I actually had an old bed that in the box it said you had to put the headboard on, because if you didn't and you sat on the back of the bed, like on the foot of the bed, it would lift up. The headboard was the counterweight to keep everything situated.
A lot of frames are that way, depending on the mattress you put on it. If you got a fairly light mattress, then it's going to tip.
Oh,
if you don't, if you sit on the end of it. But he's got a California king now. Yeah, well, see, the thing about it is the California king, Laura, is actually more narrow. That's the whole point of a California king. It's actually more narrow, so that they have less room. So if they got a king, it would add 4 more inches to the width. It would take 4 inches off the length of it, unless they're tall people, that wouldn't really matter. But yeah, that's the thing. It's California King. People think that California Kings a lot of times they come in the store thinking it's just a bigger size, and it's not. It's actually less area width wise. But anyways.
First thing I remember when I met you, Mitch, was you tried to tell us, or I'm trying to remember the exact wording, but apparently there was a thing where people were buying old mattresses, basically gutting them, like taking all the foam and all the filling out, and then reusing the springs. Or something like that.
There was a thing up in New York where people were getting mattresses off the side of the road, would go with a truck, pick them up, and they were not gutting them.
Oh.
They were literally just throwing covers over top of all the soiled cover, just putting a whole new surround around it. Like
okay, that was it.
New cover that they put on there down into it. You looked at the piss stained foam and everything. Oh, it was bad. Yeah.
It's a mystery mattress. Open it up, see what you find.
Right. Yeah. No, that was literally a thing. They did news stories and stuff up there on it. I mean, it was a legitimate thing. People were really scared of all that for a long time. They're like, do y'all do this? We heard the news stories about this. I'm like, we make our mattresses like as they're ordered. Like you can literally schedule to go watch your mattress being made, and they'll load it from the build table and the bagging table onto your truck. If you have any questions about that, but we don't warehouse mattresses. We're a factory.
That would be a fairly boring. No offense, I mean it's your job, but that'd be really boring to sit there and watch my mattress being made.
Well, if you've never seen a mattress being made, it's pretty interesting actually to watch how they do it. I mean, it's a art form.
Discovery Channel probably already posted
it's not an assembly line. What's that, Dan?
Yeah, that's true.
This Discovery Channel might have already did it. You know how they have the.
I'm sure.
How's it made?
How's it made? Yeah.
Yeah.
But what they would probably show is like a Sealy or Serta or Simmons factory, and it's all automated assembly line type stuff. That's not how our factory is. It's literally a guy standing there on a spinning table, and I used to do it. I worked in the factory for 2.5 years when I started back in the 90s. But you stand there at a table and you bring in the coil unit. You start adding the insulator pads. You start, tacking that all down. Then you add in your layers of foam and tack that all down. And I mean, it's a whole build process. Then you take it over to the tape edge machine and actually sew it. That tape edge is a rim that runs around it on the top and the bottom around it on the sides. It take the cover and the border and tape edge that together. But yeah, the 1890s. But no, it's really interesting how we do it. It's the old school back before there were all the automation and stuff. Because your average name brand mattress takes less than about 3 minutes to build.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all just down an assembly line. It's crazy. That's why the quality is what it is. Comparatively speaking to what we build. I mean, ours is literally, there's a guy standing there making it from point A to point Z, and it's just, it's perfect. If it's not perfect, it doesn't leave the factory.
I'm looking for a new bed next year, so I'll buy from you if you deliver, personally, with the install.
Yeah, no.
Minus the punching. That has to be in the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to, but yeah, you'd be well pleased with what you got from us, but yeah, if you have any like local manufacturers that actually build them around you, that's going to be your best quality and value. If you have one, I don't know what the situation up in Canada is with local manufacturers.
Well, I'm finding now that I'm losing weight, like I'm almost down 65 at this point.
Yeah.
Is my bed isn't fitting me properly because obviously when I was heavier, I wore a spot into the bed from sleeping. So I need eventually I do have to get a new bed. So
yeah,
but I think I might get a double and get rid of the queen.
Yeah, I mean you could deal with that.
Yeah,
I mean not throwing shade, just you're a shorter guy and you could deal with that. Like my feet, I mean I'm only 5'10". I'm not tall. I'm not as tall as like Dan and them, but a full size, my feet are at the end of full size.
Okay, for the record, when I slept in the Econoline van and you guys can look up the dimensions on your own. I'm not going to give them. The bed has a queen size bed in the back. No, sorry, double. I didn't sleep on the bed, unfold it, because I was short enough that I could sleep from end to end, no problem, in the back of the van without actually unfolding the bed.
On a double or queen?
I think it's a double or okay. So like the bench.
Queen
the bench
size is only 5 foot long, wide. A full is 54 inches. A queen is 60, which is 5 foot.
Measurements on a 1967 Econoline van. Here we are. So width of it is 75 inches. That's what it's saying here.
The width of it is 75? What's the length?
Yeah.
Because that's almost the width of a king.
Well, that's how big, that's how wide the van is, because I slept from end to end on the van. Like from wheel to wheel, basically.
Okay.
So I don't know how long the mattress is.
Well, yeah, I mean that's 75 inches is the length of a full. Well, 74 inches is the length of a full and a twin.
Okay.
So that makes sense. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I just know that because
it's not real narrow.
Well, no, because originally we were going to unfold the mattress, and he's like, "Look, I'm taller, you're shorter." I said, "Yeah, okay, go on." And he says, "I don't need to unfold the mattress. You can sleep from end to end and be fine." I went, and I looked and I went, "Yeah, you're right." So,
yeah.
It won't be that epic.
Not really. I mean,
yeah.
Well, how tall are you, Dan? 6'1"?
6'2".
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're
I believe
taller than me.
I'm the shortest out of the group. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it'd be Sean, LBD, me, and Dan.
Yeah.
And then Andrew is in between me and you.
I think Andrew's the same height as I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought he was 6'1", 6'2", something like that. But yep.
Yes, well, Dead Zone, if you pay for all our plane tickets, we'll gladly do it. You can even pick the place.
Yeah. Just fly us to Vegas. It'll be cheap.
Can we do it in the middle of our winter, please? That would be really nice. I don't want to be in Vegas in their summer. All right.
It's not as bad as you'd think it would be.
Yeah, I'm like I may give LPD a hard time running his air conditioner 24/7, but Sean does not do humidity.
I do want to visit Arizona, but mostly just go to Tombstone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, if anyone wants to know how tall I am, there's a picture on my Instagram of me beside Brandy.
Well,
yeah,
Brandy's tall.
Yeah, Brandy's like 6'4" or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw a picture of Sean standing next to Brandy. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Like, wow.
You know what? Originally, I had the idea was I was going to stand on a chair, but the only chair that was in the convention halls were those really flimsy unfolding plastic ones. And I'm like, not a chance in hell.
No.
The next picture would be me in a neck brace going, so we tried something and failed.
Oh, okay. Her inspector side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't believe, Mitch, you're as tall as you are, because I mean all those pictures of tall man, you're like,
Do what?
Every picture I've ever seen.
Mike is like 6'7" or something. I mean, he'd make any of us look short. He's really tall. So that's the name.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, So,
yeah, I don't mind being short. It's great. It's,
But no, I was going to say, we used to go out to Vegas in July.
I think
like
you
July
did
4th.
it, didn't you?
Bro, it is so hot out there, but it's different hot than here. I mean,
yeah.
It was 103, 104, 105 when we were out there, but we'd be walking down the street, be drinking water but you don't really get as sweaty because it's not humid heat. It evaporates, honestly, as you're losing water and sweating, it's evaporating. It's that hot. So you don't really sweat. But
I'm just wanting to go during the winter because of the reprieve. Because here it gets way too damn cold, and it'd be nice to,
yeah. Oh,
you know,
definitely.
the idea of walking outside in December in a pair of shorts and flip flops, and not have to worry about wearing 15 layers and wondering which way the wind is blowing is a nice thought in my head.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's like oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, as I said, we used to go walking all down the strip and stuff in the Vegas, and it definitely does not feel as hot. Because I mean, I looked at the temperature, on my phone. I was like, oh my god, it's 103, and then we walked outside and we're like, I mean, it's hot, but it's not like, oh my god,
I think your skin feels it more than you do, in the sense that like you burn a little quicker. Like if you're outside in the sun.
You want to definitely wear sunscreen.
Yeah.
Or keep your skin covered, one of the two. But I mean, as I said, it's just not, we just wore, t-shirts and shorts and just walked around all the time. But yeah, it's pretty nice. But
actually, it was 5 Celsius this morning when I left my cousin's place, which I have no idea what that is in Yankee Doodle units, but it was
it's 75 right now here.
Oh, 40. It was 41 this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I got up because the damn rooster woke me up, and I stepped outside. And I was wearing a pair of shorts and a tank top because I slept in the Shasta, which is like a trailer, and I got up and went, oh wow, we're putting shirts on.
Yeah.
As well, where we are, we're surrounded by water, so you get this like really thick, cold ground fog. So it just, as soon as you walk into it, it just. My cousin's like, "Are you okay?" It's like, "Yeah, I walked 5 feet to the house, and that was farther than I wanted to."
Yeah.
But we also get that kind of cold, like when you say the heat that you don't notice until until you start feeling it. We get the kind of cold where there's no wind, but it's so cold that you start feeling it after about 30 seconds of being outside. And it's just that it's no wind. Just that was when I went to my cousin's place for my cousin's wife's 50th. It was, I think, minus 41, no wind chill. So no wind. And we were outside talking and drinking drinks, and I was out there for like 2 minutes and I could feel my fingertips tingling.
Yeah.
And I went, I'm going back inside. But when you have a party at that time of year, it's really easy to keep stuff chilled.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just stick it in a snowbank.
Hey, quick! Did you see where they're dropping that Guar stuff?
Oh yeah.
They're actually doing a thing where it's signed by all the current members of Guar.
Yeah, I seen it. I was thinking about maybe trying to get one.
Yeah, I think I may grab one off their website.
I even commented on there. I was like, "Is that mini ball sack?"
Right?
Because it looks just like the ball sack, the Jaws of Death or whatever.
Oh yeah,
that character on there.
I think that's what it's designed after.
Yeah,
is him with the metal, the teeth and stuff on it. I've seen them several times. we've had them at the venue that we played at, or that I worked at. They'd come all the time, and I mean,
I've only seen them character they just replaced. I think they just replaced the character with another guitarist. Yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't their lead singer pass away from ODing?
Yeah. He's been going for a while.
Yeah.
Now they got Blowfar.
Them, and there was also a band called Lord Eye that was very similar to Guar, and kind of like Guar. They were all like, we saw them like before and after the show because we were working, and they're like just these like little Nordic dudes. But they're in all these big, stacked shoes and all the foam stuff and the costumes and everything. But they come out and they're just like these little dudes with beards. And they're cool as crap, man. They're all really nice guys. But
I mentioned this cover band a while back, but there's a German group called the Baseballs that do 50s style music of like modern songs like Candy Shop, but it's and they don't speak a lick of English. Like now they speak a little bit more because they're touring. But the first interview, they were somewhere in the States for their first show, and the guy went to interview them, and the guy they had to get like somebody else in the band to speak for them because the guy was responding in German. He's like, basically, you know, not a lick of English, but they're a decent band.
Yeah, there's Lord Eye.
I've seen these guys.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the lead singer. He did an interview on some metal podcast. He was on there.
I mean, this
he
is
was
like, I mean, I'm talking, this is back. God, this had to be 15 years ago.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen that. I mean, you can't, it's pretty distinctive. I've seen the lead singer do an interview.
Yeah, but no, that's a current picture of him there. But yeah, when we had him was like back. Oh my God, it had to be 15 years ago or more. Because I mean, that was, what would that be in 2010? I mean, it may have been longer than that. It was probably 2006, 2007, 8, somewhere around in there, possibly.
Well, I might be going to see Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, if anybody knows who they are.
I haven't heard of them in a long time.
Who?
Yeah, they're gonna be in Toronto in August. $72 for a ticket, which is decent for
Me First
tickets.
and the Gimme Gimmes is a punk band. They do a lot of covers.
Okay.
Well, they're a punk super band actually, because they're different musicians from different punk bands, and they do covers. So
I used to have one of those CDs.
Yeah.
I think the CD where they performed at somebody's bar mitzvah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I had that CD.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, it was they have another one where they're LBD knows the name. It's when a Spanish girl becomes a woman, or Quincia or whatever. The fact that LBD is not correcting me. Oh,
quinceañera.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
What, a quinceañera?
Yeah. They have an album where they did that as well.
Nice.
They're just hitting all of them at that point. Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah,
every coming of age.
Yep.
Too funny.
Yeah, because they're all dressed up like mariachi band, like a mariachi band, and they're going out and playing like punk music. But they're in Toronto, so, and they don't do a lot of they don't really tour that often. So, I mean, they did an album back in 2014, then they did another one in 2024. So that should give you an idea of their release schedule.
Did y'all ever look up Skankbanger?
No.
Need to look up them on YouTube. That's my buddy's band, and it's a cover band, like an 80s metal hair band cover band. Oh my! But this guy is like he has his own line of guitars and everything else with Sir that makes amps and guitars and stuff like that. I mean, his guitars on there, his private label guitars are like, $4, $5, $6 grand for a guitar. They're like super high end, nice guitars, but
I had to explain to somebody this weekend who Steel Panther was.
Oh my God, I love those guys.
Yeah,
we had them so many times. We used to hang out with them afterwards. Those guys are so funny, and you don't even recognize them when they take off their wigs and stuff. It's hilarious.
But it's funny how they can stay in character, like for as long as they do without slipping up. Because a buddy of mine saw them in Toronto, and afterwards they were they paid to keep the bar open for like another hour, so people could talk to them and stuff. And they stayed in character the whole time. And then when my friend left, and he was waiting for his cab, and the guys were like leaving, and they left out the front door. They didn't leave out the side or the back. They were still in character, getting into their cab.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they were great guys. They hung out. We had closed down the venue already, and we were all hanging out. They had got out of their garb, But yeah, they are super cool dudes.
I wanted Satchel's guitar for the longest time.
What's that?
I still want his guitar. Satchel, the guitar player. I like his guitar, especially the green Bangle Tiger Stripe.
Right.
Charvel's.
Huh. I played Glory Hole for to initiate them for the Steel Panther.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, those.
But they
those
had
guys, they're good.
they had big speakers there, so you could actually, you could play your music through it if you wanted to. And I was like, looking around, it's like, so we're all adults here, right? Yeah, good.
Right. Yeah.
Hey.
But no, yeah, definitely look up Skankbanger. They're really good, and the Andy Wood is their guitar player. He was also I've told you about Andy before. He was the one player for Rascal Flatts. He was a hired gun for Sebastian Bach when he went out solo from Skid Row. Scott Stapp from Creed took him out with him because he plays mandolin and he plays guitar both. But he's phenomenal. But when he gets into that, I mean, he wears out some Van Halen's.
80s hair party band.
Yeah. Go look at some of their videos. He's the main guitar player for him. He's got the big hair. He usually has a bandana on. But yeah, he just wears it out. We get off here, I'll look up that main video I know of. He bust out Eruption like it was nothing.
Nice.
Yeah. But it's 904.
Speaking of guitarists, I actually was talking to somebody who plays music and stuff and is really good. And I said, "You know who Eric Johnson is?" And they were like, "Yeah." I said, "So what do you think of Cliffs of Dover?" And it was like Eric Johnson's most famous song, and I never heard it. If anybody who's into acoustic guitar, look him up.
Nah.
Oh, sorry, acoustic electric.
Yeah.
Best
Eric
way
Clapton? Is that what you said, Eric Clapton?
Oh, please.
I actually saw him in concert. It was a really good show. But it was almost like an acoustic concert. It was at Thompson Bowling Arena, like our basketball arena here, which seats, I don't know, 35,000, maybe more. But he literally just got up on stage. He was in some like linen pants and a like a button down, and just kind of looked like he was out there chilling, and just killed it for the whole show. It was so good.
Huh. Yeah. I was trying to get my cousin to see if he'd go and see me first in Gimmies, because I'm trying to find somebody else to go with me, because I don't want to go on my own.
Yeah.
Concerts are more fun when you take people. Hey, quick, can you be here in August?
No.
Damn you.
Yeah, that is truly the case. But that's the thing about concerts around here. When I go to concerts locally here, there's always people I know there. And a lot of them are like general admission type stuff where you're just standing in a crowd.
Yeah, that's the one thing I can't do anymore, though.
Well, yeah, Mitch, but that's not fair. Like, literally, one of the things you say all the time is, I know a guy. Like, where you live, it's not that uncommon.
Oh, that's true. No. But I mean, the people that go to concerts around here, there's a group, it's a large swath of people that go. But I mean, you see some of the same people at all the real good shows, but it's always fun to go see everybody, because you'll walk in and, you'll see a bunch of people that and you just go hang out with them.
Mitch is like Norm from Cheers.
Yeah. Not as much as I used to be, but because I used to, like, when I walked in a place, everybody knew who I was, just because I ran the door there and I checked IDs for years, and so everybody knew who I was because I'd checked their IDs before. But I mean, it was a running joke that I could be in 4 places at once, no matter where you were, you saw me. But whether I was there or not, I don't know. It was weird. But they asked if I had cloned myself. But
why do I hear it just in like an echo chamber of the word factual information?
Exactly. Factual information, John.
Well, I did my research.
Yeah. But no, it's I still like going to some shows. Some live music.
Just for your change, though. I mean, You had Broadville. You had Broadville, and you had the silent film.
Broadville on Broadway. Oh,
yeah. Seriously, man. And the funny part is I do need to stay up a little late tonight because I'll be working later tomorrow, and I don't need to feel this way. Like,
was that we can't be surprised that Mitch knows a lot of people. He's been covering the doors since Shakespeare.
Yeah, it's true. At the Sphere Theater in London.
well, what happened was
No. Alas, see what happened upon is what you meant to say.
no. I said what I said.
No truth information has been said.
Sure. How do you say factual information in Spanish, LBD?
Oh God, there's so many ways to do it. I think.
El facto informo.
Jesus Christ.
Sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
Yeah.
Información factual.
No, I have a piece of random
information. I guess información factual would be like the most.
Oh, I actually got it right.
Yeah, that would be like the crudest. That'd be the crudest translation possible.
Yes.
But I'm sure there's a saying for it specifically.
Right. No, I'm sure.
Well, ladies, gentlemen, and Mitches, we are going to close the show because I'm thirsty as hell. In the meantime, well, no, I actually downed a meal before on because I don't think I would have made it to the end. In the meantime, I want to say thank you for everybody that came out. Thank you.
What's Dead Zone doing?
I have no idea. Someone send him the link. See if he wants to come backstage. Because when I hit end, I'm getting water. In the meantime, see you guys all later. Thank you, LBD, for coming out as well. Everyone in the chat, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Catch you later.
Sounds good. Peace.